Madison Square Garden breathes like a living organism on fight night. Every seat packed, every light burning hot, every voice buzzing with anticipation. This is the stage where reputations are tested and futures are rewritten. In one corner stands Sullivan Barrera, the Cuban veteran shaped by the unforgiving halls of La Finca, a former WBC international light heavyweight champion whose career has been built on discipline, durability, and heavy, punishing hands. Barrera is no stranger to pressure. His amateur pedigree and professional experience have taught him how to survive storms and impose his will when opponents falter. Across the ring stands Dmitry Bivol, undefeated, composed, and carrying the quiet confidence of a fighter who knows exactly who he is. There is no wasted motion in Bivol's posture, no bravado in his stare, only calculation. The referee's voice cuts through the noise, commands are given, gloves touch, and the bell rings. Barrera stalks with caution, shoulders tight, looking to test reactions and timing. Bivol floats, light on his feet, already establishing distance with a stiff, educated jab. The crowd senses it immediately. This is not going to be reckless violence, but a battle of control and resolve. Every step, every feint, carries meaning. Barrera wants to drag Bivol into deep water and test his chin, his toughness, his ability to handle real adversity. Bivol wants to dismantle Barrera piece by piece, using speed, timing, and precision to strip away confidence. The tension thickens with every exchange. This isn't just about winning a fight, it's about proving belonging at the elite level of the light heavyweight division, under the unforgiving lights of one of boxing's most sacred arenas. As the early rounds unfold, Bivol wastes no time in asserting his authority, not through brute force, but through rhythm and discipline. His jab becomes the centerpiece of the fight, sharp, fast, and relentless, constantly snapping Barrera's head back and interrupting any attempt to build momentum. Barrera shows patience, choosing survival over risk, understanding that Bivol's speed makes reckless aggression dangerous. When Barrera does commit, his punches carry weight, the kind that force respect and demand awareness. But Bivol's footwork keeps him just out of reach. He punches, pivots, and resets, rarely allowing Barrera to answer cleanly. A clash of heads opens a cut, blood appearing and drawing a roar from the crowd as questions briefly surface. Can Bivol handle discomfort against a seasoned veteran? The answer comes immediately. Bivol responds with clean combinations, snapping hooks and straight rights, stepping out of danger before Barrera can counter. The Cuban fires back at the end of exchanges, reminding everyone of his power and experience, but the pattern is forming clearly. Bivol is landing first, landing more often, and landing cleaner. His movements are economical, his defense responsible, his offense efficient. Barrera begins to realize that this is not a young prospect who can be bullied or rushed. This is a fully formed fighter, one who understands distance, timing, and control. The crowd reacts to every crisp combination, sensing that they are watching a fighter take command not through chaos, but through mastery. By the end of the early rounds, Barrera's face shows focus mixed with frustration. He knows he's in a real fight, one that will demand everything he has. The middle rounds transform the bout into a test of endurance and adaptation. Barrera increases his urgency, stepping forward with more intent, digging to the body, throwing his right hand with bad intentions in an effort to slow Bivol down. But speed remains the great equalizer. Bivol's feet carry him away from danger, his angles leaving Barrera swinging at shadows before being punished by counters upstairs. The jab continues to dictate the fight, landing far above the division average, swelling Barrera's face and steadily eroding his confidence. Another clash of heads brings more blood, more tension, but Bivol never loses composure. He adjusts, stays disciplined, and fires back with explosive bursts that momentarily wobble Barrera and ignite the crowd. Barrera's toughness becomes his defining trait. He absorbs punishment, fires back, and refuses to back down. But the effort required is draining him. His punches begin to lose steam, his reactions slow just enough for Bivol to capitalize. The fight now feels like a technical clinic disguised as a war. Bivol counters after Barrera commits, exploiting moments when the Cuban lingers in the pocket, a fraction too long. Every round widens the gap. Every clean shot chips away at Barrera's resolve. The questions surrounding Bivol's readiness for elite opposition are being answered decisively. He is not merely surviving against a proven veteran. He is controlling him, breaking him down with patience and precision. Barrera continues to press forward out of pride and necessity, knowing the scorecards are slipping away, but also knowing that one perfect moment is his only path back into the fight. As the championship rounds arrive, fatigue reveals the truth that technique has been writing all night. Barrera's movement slows, his guard remains high, but his reactions dull, while Bivol stays composed and sharp, sensing the moment to press without abandoning control. He begins to mix in more body shots, digging just enough to drain what remains of Barrera's strength before snapping shots back upstairs. The crowd feels the shift. This is no longer a competitive exchange of ideas, but a systematic dismantling. Barrera lands occasional punches, flashes of the warrior he has always been, but they no longer change the course of the fight. Bivol's confidence grows steadily, not reckless, not showboating, simply assured. He knows he's ahead, but he refuses to coast, continuing to apply intelligent pressure. A perfectly timed combination lands clean, and suddenly Barrera stumbles. In an instant, the moment arrives. A final, crushing shot sends Barrera to the canvas, the arena erupting as history unfolds. Barrera rises on instinct and pride, but the referee steps in, waving it off. The stoppage in the 12th round marks the first knockout loss of Barrera's career. As the bell echoes and the announcement fills Madison Square Garden, Dmitry Bivol stands victorious, still undefeated. This was not a fluke, not a lucky punch. It was a measured, disciplined performance built over 12 demanding rounds. Barrera accepts the result with dignity, having tested Bivol in ways few could. For Bivol, this night marks a transformation, from promising champion to undeniable force. Under the bright lights, against a hardened veteran, he didn't just win, he proved he belongs among the elite.